Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial by Zeilhan. What you're seeing here might be a bit different from what you saw in the thumbnail. That's perfectly fine. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to learn how to build this amazing website for you. And I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. The first and most important thing about this tutorial is that these tutorials are not built to help you learn just how to build a website. We actually want you to build a website that's going to get you leads, clients, and sales for your business. To that end, what we've done is we have made your website conversion optimized, and we're going to teach you how to do that. Meaning that whenever someone comes to your website and they are an ideal client, you're supposed to convert them into an ideal client. And whenever they're not an ideal client, it's supposed to politely shoo them away and have them understand that you and them perhaps not a good fit. And that's good for your business. You don't want to try to serve everyone, because if you try to serve everyone, you're going to spend a lot of time working with clients that you're not happy working with, not making much money, and you're going to be miserable. All right, so we do have consultation, get a free consultation. We created that page. You're going to learn how to do everything that is right here. The beauty about this website is you're also going to learn how to use ChatGPT to get content for your website. You're also going to learn how to get high quality images and pictures for your website for free that is not going to get you sued. And you're also going to learn something quite important, which is what does it take to build a website that's going to get website traffic, get leads, get clients, and make money for your business. Additionally, we're teaching you a bit about digital marketing, a little bit about SEO. You can also learn about email marketing if you'd like, and everything in between. Because these tutorials, like we said, it's not just about WordPress and building a website. They're about building the website that's going to get you or your clients, if you're watching this for your client, revenues. Now, here's the trick. This is going to be a very long tutorial, perhaps somewhere about 2.5 hours, somewhere thereabout. If you do not want to do all that work for yourself, there are two options. The first is that you can go to our template store, Zeilhan Templates. It's in the description below. And in our template store, you can go ahead and purchase templates like this. I believe this one is going to be free for download, not in our template store, but right away. But once our template store is there, you can just purchase sales ready, sales optimized websites. So these websites are going to be websites that we normally build for our clients. We're going to build them, package them in a template, and sell to you for a fraction of the price. And these sales optimized websites are just going to be really awesome in terms of getting you online within half an hour. You just need to change your logo, change the name of your business, and perhaps change some contact information here and there, and everything is going to be ready. There are going to be tutorials on how to do that. Or you can go ahead and hire our team to do all the work and heavy lifting for you. But for now, if you're contented with just learning how to build websites, go ahead and watch this tutorial, download this template for free, and everything in between. Now, we're on our journey to building something amazing. I would like for your support. If you are excited about this tutorial, if you have found video helpful so far, or anytime you find a video helpful, go ahead and hit subscribe. My name is Jabez Roberts. I'm the guy that's going to help you build a successful business online. If you have any questions, I'm very active in the comment section. I try to reply to every single comment that comes up. Go ahead and leave your question below. And you might, as we've done before, be surprised to see we create a video with a solution for you. So go ahead, hit subscribe, leave your comments below, share with your friends and family, and most importantly, go ahead and check out our template store. You can get templates for your business. Go ahead. Thank you guys. Let's get started. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far and you find it helpful, I think you'll enjoy what we have in store for you. If you're ready to take things to the next level and get some personalized guidance, why not book a paid consultation with our team? We'll work directly with you to help you solve your specific business challenges and help you fast track your growth. It's like having a personal roadmap tailored for you. Now I get it. Maybe you're not ready for a consultation just yet. No worries, you can still benefit from our expertise by joining our email list. We'll send you free lessons packed with powerful strategies to help you grow your business. These lessons will give you actionable tips and insights straight to your inbox so you can keep learning at your own pace. So whether you're looking for personalized help or just free valuable content, there's something for everyone. Hit the link below to book a consultation with our team and to join our email list. Thank you. Now let's get back to the video. All right, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to get our domain name and we're going to set up our website hosting. The way we're going to go about this is not the way that they normally do it. And here's what I mean. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link to different website hosts. We're going to have Name Hero and a few others. What we're going to do is we are going to get our domain name from Name Hero. All right. So you're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to Name Hero. Hopefully you don't have to go through reCAPTCHA like I have to go through here. And then it's going to take you to Name Hero. The domain name is going to be your .com, your .co, your .org, the name of your website, the website address. So google.com, namehero.com, that's the domain name. Most times it's going to be your businessname.com. So if your business is Pete's Pizzas, it's going to be petespizzas.com. And sometimes it can be .co.uk depending on what you'd like. And then after that, you're going to set up what's called hosting. Hosting is going to be the computer that is on 24/7 or the server that is on 24/7. That's going to make your website available across the globe. What we're going to do that's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it the regular way. We're not going to be using shared hosting, that is Name Hero. We're going to be using managed hosting, because the managed hosting solution we're going to be using is a little bit price flexible, but it offers a lot more power. What we're going to do here is that instead of using Name Hero for the domain name and the hosting, like most of the YouTube tutorials, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, where we can use more advanced and better web servers like Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud, for example. Or we can go cheaper and use DigitalOcean or Vultr or Linode. And we're going to get this by using Cloudways. So here's what we're going to do. On Name Hero's homepage, namehero.com, we're going to click domains. We're just going to purchase a domain. So I'm going to type Zeilhan tutorials. And I'm not going to be using .com this time. I'm going to be using .co.uk. I know I am not in the UK. So we'll have .com. That's added from my previous session, because I was trying to set up hosting. But don't worry about it. It's going to be the same process. What I want is .co.uk. So there are different domain names. We're just going to go with the .co.uk option because it is cheap. It's added to cart. Now I'm going to click on the cart. I am going to remove the hosting that is there. So it says here that if you plan on purchasing web hosting with Name Hero, and this is the most important part, because remember I told you that we're not going to be hosting with Name Hero in this situation. But if you're using Name Hero as a host, you click continue and then you can purchase your hosting and you can go from there. But we're not going to be using Name Hero. I am going to leave the name servers as is though, because I don't yet know the name servers for the host that I'm going to be getting. So we'll get that later. So this part right here, zeilhantutorials.com, is from the previous part of the tutorial that you guys probably won't see, when I was trying to get hosting from Name Hero and it was not working. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to get Name Hero hosting. But right now it's not working. The checkout page is crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen with the domain name. So zeilhantutorials.co.uk, email forwarding, DNS management. You can get those. This is just a tutorial for me. I don't need it, so I won't get them, but you can get them. You can read. It basically makes your website available faster, and it makes you have all your emails in one inbox. Perfectly fine. Not a big deal for me. So we're going to continue. All right. So I don't need the .com. Let's remove that. No savings. We are going to create a new account. All right. So once you've created your account, all right, guys, so you're going to create your account, first name, last name, email address, etc., your billing address, and all of that good stuff. Once you have created your account, you're going to go ahead and select your payment method, enter your payment details, all right, and you have read and agreed to the terms of service, and you check out. And that's what it's going to be. I already have an account with Name Hero. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that existing customer account, because I just need a domain name. I don't need a separate account. When I'm doing the hosting tutorial for you guys again, then we'll get a new account. So I'm just going to use the existing customer login. We're going to log in. Everything is as I'd like it. Read and agreed to the terms of service. And we are going to check out now. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. All right. Order placed. Continue to client area, because we're going to need this section. Now I do have 8 domains here. I've had more. Some are expired, some not so expired. We're going to click on domains. We are going to go all the way over to Zeilhan Tutorials. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. ZeilhanTutorials.co.uk. We are going to click on this one. Click on it. And everything is as we would like it to be. No SSL, perfectly fine. We'll set that up very soon. So now that we have this set up, and remember guys, once you set up your account, you're going to want to go to your email address that you used, and you're going to want to get all the good stuff happening, like getting your confirmation code and everything like that. You can go ahead and do that. I already had an account. That's something I need to show you. Now for the hosting. The hosting that we're going to be using this time is Cloudways. And Cloudways is it's something that I love because you can choose where you host your website, like which server. It can be Google Cloud, it can be Amazon Web Services for higher performance websites. So like my most important clients with like e-commerce platforms and so on, always AWS, always Google Cloud. Or you can go with something a bit more budget friendly. For this tutorial, we're going to use that. I'm going to be using Vultr. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new account with Cloudways because I'm actually going to be getting website hosting. Now, Cloudways is very beautiful. I won't ramble on too much. We're just going to get started. So we're going to say start free. I am going to sign up with my Google account. You can just enter first name, last name, and so on. Everybody can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Google method. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm going to select the email address. I'm going to continue. All right. So now I need to set a password. I'm just going to select a strong password. I will describe myself as I'm a lot of things right now. So I'm going to say digital agency for this person. Yeah, I'm just going to say digital agency. My hosting spend is 50 to 250. I agree to the terms of service, privacy policy. I am going to continue. To activate your account, sign in. All right, so submit details. All right, guys, good news. So my Cloudways account has been activated. Woohoo! It took a few days, but I'll show you the process. So to get activated, you just need to go to cloudways.com. All right, so you apply for an account, then you actually go to cloudways.com. Let me get my chat out of the way, and it's going to be right there. And when you go to cloudways.com, you're going to click send a message. All right, send us a message, go to verification. Once you go to verification, it's going to automatically apply with the instructions to get verified. So I literally did all of this. So I sent them the email account that I used to sign up. I sent them links to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. I sent them my company's website, which, Zeilhan.com. I sent them my ID. So I used my driver's license. And I also sent them my contact number. So I used two socials. I used my company's website. I used the email address, my driver's license, government issued ID. And within about 3 or 4 hours, I was verified. So we're verified. We are going to log in and activate. I understand the risks. Take me there. All right, this is good. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. Okay, so here it's telling us you can deploy more apps once your first server is ready. So to set up a WordPress install, we're just going to click next right here. And I'm going to call this, all right, go next. Actually, I need to name it first app. First app. I'm going to call this first server. And I'm going to call this startup project. I'm just going to install startup project. And we go next. So it's saying that I can only use DigitalOcean, AWS, and Google. So let's just go ahead, set up that. Select your desired server size. I'm just doing a test website, so I can just go with a 1 gig regular server, but most times you're going to go with a 2 gig high performance. All right, so I'm just going to go with my 1 gig regular server. Let's go next. So the location I'm going to use is actually Miami. If I can use Miami, it doesn't seem like Miami is one of the options. I'll just go with New York for now then. So try to a blazing platform with 3-day trial, no credit card. Yes, let's go on. I'm perfectly fine. You're all set. End. So I'm going to launch now. And remember, this is a WordPress install. You can also go with a multi-site. So that's a WordPress multi-site, and you can go with a WooCommerce installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch now. So it's adding my server. All right, first server has been created. Our server is here. We have an application. So after you've made your server, this is the most important part. After you've made your server, so you're going to go to dashboard. We have a server right here. So we have a server installed. Here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click on your server. You're going to copy the public IP. You're going to log into your name here, client section. When you log into your name here, client section, you're going to go to DNS management. At DNS management, you're going to add at a record, and you're going to paste in the IP address and save changes. So this is what you'll have when you're done. Once you've done that, I want you to copy your website URL. I want you to go incognito and go to DNS checker. All right. DNS checker. You're going to paste in the URL. You're going to search the A records. The address that you see right here should be the same address from your Cloudways IP, and it should also be the same for your A record. And what DNS checker is basically saying to you, it is telling you that, all right, your website domain is available across the globe on this server. This is the IP address for your server. This is the A record for it. And that's all you need to do. If you go to Name Hero, or you go to your public register, your DNS, or you go to your domain name register, and they don't have the option to add the A record, open a support ticket, tell them that this is the IP address for your Cloudways server. You'd like to have them added to your domain so you can use Cloudways for your domain. Once that is done, you're going to go back to Cloudways. All right. You're going to go to your first app. This is your WordPress install. You're ready to use this. So you're just going to click on this. You have two URLs right here. You're going to have the application URL. If you click here, it takes you to the actual website. And if you click here, it takes you to the admin panel. You copy the login URL and you copy the password. You're going to paste it in and you can log in. So the next thing that you're going to do after you've seen the IP, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to copy the domain name. You're going to go back to Cloudways. You're going to go to domain management. The default, the primary is going to be this long, ugly URL that you can't share with anyone. You're going to do is you're going to add domain. You're going to paste in your URL, and then you're going to add domain. After you've added the domain, it's going to appear, but it's going to be here. You're just going to right click and make primary for the actual domain. Once that is done, it still won't work because you need to have SSL. You need to have an SSL certificate installed. So to install the SSL certificate, you're going to go to SSL certificate. Let's encrypt. You're going to use your email address. I'm just going to use one for the business, and you're going to paste in your domain, and you're going to install SSL certificate. Once the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to go to incognito. We're going to paste the URL. We're going to see if it works. And it works. Now to go to your admin address, you're just going to right click here. You're going to say WP admin. Once that happens, you're going to go back to Cloudways, access details, copy and paste your email address, copy and paste your password, and you're going to log in. And there you go. All right, guys. So we've made it this far, and we're just going to go ahead and get some work done. So we have a lot going on here. We're not going to worry too much about what we see here because the most important thing at this stage is to get our website. Go to visit site. We need to get this website as it is right now. So this is actually our website. We need to get it to look as beautifully as it did in the intro. And everything we're going to do right now, we're just going to build us up to that point, and we're just going to get started right away. So the number one thing that we need to understand right now is that the reason why our website looks the way it looks is because of a theme and a plugin. The theme and plugin that we have installed influences the way the website looks. No, the most important thing is the theme, and then after that we have the plugin. What I'm going to do right away is I am going to step away from themes and plugins, and I'm going to tell you the most important thing about the website you're building. Everyone can build a website because, as you realize, we haven't done much already, and we do have a website now. No, it's not much. It doesn't look like much right now. And depending on when you have your WordPress installed, it might look a little bit different. That's fine. But everybody can do what we've done so far. What we're going to do, however, is that we need to build a website that is going to build your business. It's going to get sales, clients for. is going to get clients for your contractor or your tradesman business. And that's going to be the most important thing right now. So how are we going to do that? First thing is we have to do what's called SEO, search engine optimization. Now, there are some things we can do right away that's going to help to improve the visibility of our site. We're going to work on that right now. We're going to go back to our dashboard, and under settings general, settings and permalinks, go ahead and click. The most important thing is that you need to have post name selected and go ahead and save changes. And what's happening here is that we're working on our SEO, search engine optimization. It means that when someone clicks, goes to Google and searches for something related to us. So let's say that we are contractors, home contractors, or home renovation experts in Los Angeles. We want when someone searches that in Google, our website appears. Sounds good? So what we're going to do right away is that we're just going to go ahead and use this URL structure post name because it's going to help improve our SEO, meaning that whenever someone searches that and our website appears, the link is going to be readable to them, which improves click-through rate, CTR, means that someone sees your link and they click on it. It makes no sense. A million people see your link and nobody clicks on it, right? So that's what's it going to do for you. The second thing it's going to do for you is that whenever you put your website out there and Google sends over the robots to crawl your website to see what it's about, which is kind of how Google figures out the content of your website, this URL structure is going to be helpful in helping Google understand what your website is about. So search engine optimization, SEO, some marketing tips right there. Go ahead and save changes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to settings general. So let's go ahead and click settings general. On settings general, we're going to change our site title to our business name. So we're just going to say Zeilhan Home Contractors, and we're going to use this pipe. And after we use a pipe, what we're going to do is we are just going to go ahead and put something here at the site title that is which is what we call a keyword. So we're going to put a keyword here, a search term, and the keyword is going to be literally something your ideal client would type into Google for your website to come up, which is the best home contractors. Let's go with renovation for now. Best home renovation experts in Los Angeles. Let's go ahead and type that. All right, and we're going to copy the entire keyword. We are going to paste the keyword right here, the best home renovation experts in Los Angeles. We're not going to change our site icon, but for reference, our site icon is this W that we see right here. It's a WordPress logo. We're going to keep this as is. We are going to change our time zone. So I'm currently in Jamaica. Change it to wherever you are, because what you want to happen is that you want whenever the time for an event that occurs on your website is sent to you via email, you want to know as it relates to where you are. So it doesn't make sense. It happens 9 a.m. in LA and it happens at 12 p.m. in New York. Well, yeah, about that, I guess. And you only learn about it at 4 a.m. in Tokyo, right? You want to have it in Tokyo time, even though it's happening in LA. So let's go ahead and click right here. Type your city. I'm in Jamaica. So I'm going to go ahead and type Jamaica. There we go. I'm not going to do much here. I'm just going to start my weeks on Sundays. And I'm also going to use this time format. It's nothing special. You guys don't have to go through that, but go ahead and save changes now. All right, after we have saved our changes, the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to go back to our site. We're going to visit site. And on visit site, like I said, the website looks like this. Notice that the keyword is now appearing on the page, which means that whenever Google searches a page or crawls the page, it's going to appear. But anyway, the website looks like this because of the theme and the plugin. What are themes? What are plugins? Let's go ahead and explain plugins. I like to use my smartphone for this one because whenever I use a smartphone, it just makes things so much easier. All right. So this is a smartphone. And on the smartphone, we have what are called apps. Now, on this particular smartphone, I have YouTube because we're on YouTube. By the way, go ahead, hit subscribe. We're almost at notification. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers. Our goal is to try to get to 2,000 subscribers. So please go ahead and help us on that goal. Thank you for helping us to 1,000 subscribers, by the way. We also have WhatsApp. Now, YouTube allows us to watch videos. WhatsApp helps us to do private messages. And I have Wall Street Journal for when I'm reading about the finance news. We have different apps. Why is that important when we're discussing plugins? Well, as it would turn out, the plugins on your website are very similar to the apps on your smartphone. And that means is that whenever you take a look at your website, you might want to add the ability to send messages, much like we have WhatsApp on this phone. Well, lucky for you is you can add an app to send messages, or you might want to watch videos or stream videos or whatever the case might be. Any function you want to add to your website happens via plugins. So now that we know what plugins are and why they're important, we're going to need to understand how to add and remove our plugins. To do that, you can just go right here and go to plugins, but I prefer just go to dashboard. And on the dashboard, we are going to go to plugins, install the plugins. You're going to see a few plugins installed right here. The one that is most important is WP Server Security, Anti-Spam, and Malware Scan. You are not going to see this plugin installed on your WordPress build because I added this plugin, and as you see, it gives us website security, it gives us anti-spam, and it scans our website for malware. So it's a security plugin, very important. So what we're going to do right away is that we're going to go ahead and click on Add Plugin. And if this was a live stream, I could take suggestions from our viewers. But anyway, we are going to now figure out which plugins we're going to add to our website. All right, so let's go with, live chat is here. So let's go with live chat since we're talking about WhatsApp and see if there's something that will allow us to add WhatsApp. So we can use Talk.to for live chat. I know that's a very good live chat software. HubSpot is very awesome. On the Zeilhan website, zeilhan.com, we're actually using HubSpot for a live chat. Very good. And we can also go with Tidio. I've used Tidio on mine and client's website. Very good. To add a plugin, just go ahead and click install now. And much like an app, after you've installed, you have to activate. So go ahead and activate. And after activation takes place, it's going to take you to some page for you to go ahead and set up the plugin. Awesome. So we're not going to go ahead and use HubSpot right away. So we're going to learn now how to remove plugins. To remove plugins, you just go back to your plugins page. So plugins, installed plugins. On plugins, installed plugins, there are a few things you can do. You can deactivate the plugin first, or you can delete it if it's already deactivated. But because we just activated HubSpot, we're not going to use it. We're just going to go ahead and deactivate it. After we deactivate it, I'm going to use a bulk action, select everything. I'm going to keep Breeze, Object Cache Pro, and WP Servo. Everything else is going to be deleted. So I'm going to go bulk action, delete, and apply. And just like that, plugins are going to be deleted. So now we understand how to add and remove plugins and why plugins are important. Let's go ahead and take a look at WordPress themes. So themes, like we said, influence the way our website looks and it feels. And just with a smartphone analogy again, you notice that on Android, this is how the phone looks right now on Android. And if we were to add a different version of Android, look differently. And if we were to have an iPhone, it would look different. And the reason why this is important is because this is much like a theme. Now, it's not the exact same thing, but it's very similar. If we were to change our theme, our website looks different. And even though we change the theme, which is the Android version, or change from Android to iOS, or the iOS version for that matter, it still works with the plugins most time. And that's the most important thing. Now, how do we add and remove themes since we know what they are and why they're important? Well, we're going to go back to our dashboard. And themes are right there if you want. You can just go to themes. But go to appearance now and then go to themes. We're going to have a few themes here. If you are watching this tutorial in 2026, I'm pretty sure you're going to see the 2026 theme. These themes are by the team that, not the theme, but the team, the group of people. So these themes are by the group of people who manage and maintain the WordPress core code, because WordPress is open source, all right? And they're very safe and stable. Big whoop. Not very beautiful though. So we're just going to go ahead and live preview. So right click, open a new tab for the live preview. If this theme, the 2023 theme, was installed, this is how our website would look. All right, so it's not very beautiful, all right, but it looks different. So we're not going to use these themes. Just going to go ahead and click right here and delete. All right, now, so we've added these themes. Next thing that we're going to learn how to do is add theme, which it's right here. So let's go ahead and click on add theme. All right. There are going to be a list of popular themes. We've done tutorials with a few of these. We've used Astra, In this particular tutorial, we're going to be using the Cadence theme. We've also used Bloxy. I love Bloxy theme, very beautiful theme, and so on. I've not used GeneratePress, but I've used Ocean WP, I've used Hello Elementor, and all of those different themes. Wonderful. So what we're going to do right away is we're going to go ahead and click install on the Cadence theme. If you don't see Cadence here on the list of popular themes, what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and search themes and search for Cadence. All right, Cadence is appearing. Cadence is right here. Let's go ahead and click on install. After you've clicked on install, go ahead and activate. All right, now that's good. Now, the next thing that we have to do is we have to go ahead and install a Cadence AI. Well, it's Cadence starter templates, I believe is what it is. But that message is right here. So we can just go ahead and click install AI starter templates. We're not going to use AI for this tutorial, but we can go ahead and click install. Not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. If you see this, guys, go ahead and click on it. But if you don't see this message like we're doing right here, let's go back to plugins and go ahead and add new plugin. Going to search for Cadence and we are going to look for the AI starter templates. It's right here. Go ahead and click install by Ben Written of Cadence WP. All right, and after that's done, we're going to go ahead and activate. And you know, plugins are, after you activate them, you go ahead and set up. Now, now that the plugin's activated, we see it's right here. We can go and view template library, or we can go to appearance and we can go to Cadence and we can go to starter templates. Browse Cadence starter templates. We can activate AI starter templates, but we're going to just use a classic starter templates for this one. Let's go ahead and click on classic starter templates. And we're going to use the filter for free only because this is for a free tutorial. I'm going to scroll all the way down because the thing about it is that there are different templates here. If you see one that you would like to use, you can go ahead and use it. We've made a tutorial on this one. You can go ahead and watch that tutorial. Painting, I like this one. Let me see. So I didn't see this one when I was thinking about which website to build, but now that I see it, it's pretty nice actually, guys. It's actually pretty nice. And come to think of it, this is very nice. Matter of fact, guys, I have something to show you. So this is this template. We can go to the contact page. So my construction company, I do have a construction company with my brother. This is a contact page. This template is right here. So I use this template actually to build a website for my construction business and my brother. So let's look at it right here. And it's right here. So we changed that theme or template to what you see right here. I know it doesn't look the same, guys, but I'm pretty sure that this is the template that we did. So this is the website, guys. Actually pretty beautiful. I think that's the template that we used. I'm getting a little bit doubtful looking at it, but either way, this is impressive work. So we're going to go ahead and learn how to build this template. And by the way, guys, if you want ready templates that's actually ready to start generating leads for your business online, website templates, marketing templates, check out the link below. We have something really amazing for you guys, free and paid templates. And of course, you can hire a team for custom work. But back to the tutorial. So I'm not going to go ahead and use that template, although it does look beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and close that. We are going to use, let's just keep scrolling. Like I said, if you want to use any one of these templates, you're free to use it. You're free to use them. We've also done this template, I believe. No, we haven't done that yet, but we've done quite a few templates already. I'm pretty sure you're going to like them, and all the tutorials help you to learn how to use all the templates. So you can watch this tutorial still and learn how to use the template of your choice. And it's right here. So we're going to go ahead and use this template right here. It says web agency. But once we're done, it's not going to be fit for web agency, which is important because now you know if you're a plumber, electrician, or you're a tiler, and we've done this for general contractors and home renovation experts, well, home renovation, then you can go ahead and follow what we're doing to learn how to change this template into a beautiful website for your specific business. So we're going to teach you that. So just go ahead and Let's keep the default colors. You can change the colors and the fonts if you would like, but I'm just going to keep them as is. I mean, some of these do look beautiful, and I'm pretty sure that in the end, we're going to do some changes. But for now, we're just going to clear our selection to use the default. We can also do the same with our fonts, all right? But we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to learn how to change our fonts and typography in our branding section of this tutorial coming up in a few minutes. So if you go ahead and click right here, you're going to notice that the fonts are changing. All right, then. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear selection and continue next. We're going to import the full site, and everything should be selected right here. And go ahead and click next. I'm not going to add any of these. I do need Kadence, but we're not going to add any of these for now. We will add solid security a little bit later. This is not an e-commerce tutorial, but we do have e-commerce tutorials on our YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check those out and so on. Just go ahead and finish and launch. Start import. All right, this is beautiful. Let's see my site. And this is our site. Now, it doesn't look like much based on what we're seeing right here, but based on what we had at the intro of the video, I know this is beautiful. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to learn how to edit this template right away. We're going to start with a few things. So let me just walk you through it. By the way, guys, congratulations on your new website. Excellent job. Absolutely excellent job, guys. So here's what we're going to learn how to do next, right? We are going to learn how to edit this part of the website. This is called a header, all right? We're going to learn how to change the logo because we don't have much of a logo happening right here. We do need a logo. We're going to change that. We are going to learn how to change this thing right here called site icon. We haven't going to learn just yet how to edit the actual website template, but we are editing parts of it. After we've learned to edit the header and the site icon, we're also going to learn how to edit the footer, which is right here. And after we've learned that, we're going to learn what's called color psychology. And we're going to learn a little bit about marketing. We're going to learn a little bit about branding. We're going to learn a little bit more about getting clients from our website. We're going to learn how to get traffic from our website. And then we're going to learn just a bit about securing our website. Now, it's important, guys, that if you're going to stop the tutorial at any point in time, go ahead and jump to the security section. The reason is because you want to get, and it's in the timestamps below, by the way, you want to get your website secured before you stop working. The reason why we're doing that is because you don't want to build your website for a day, 2 days, a week, even a month, 2 months. And when you're ready to go live, something goes wrong and you lose all your work, which can happen, Anything bad that can happen is probably going to happen sometimes when it's come to computer science and IT. So you're going to go ahead and learn how to secure your website and everything in between. So right away, let's just go ahead and start working on the logo. Let's work on the site icon. Let's work on the header. Let's work on the footer and then secure website. After we secure the website, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to edit the actual website, which is going to take some time because we're going to have to change this from a web design template to a home renovation template. All right. So just go ahead and go to Zeilhan dashboard and then go to appearance and customize. And after appearance and customize, we're going to go to site identity. This is where we change our site icon. That's this ugly W right here. Go ahead and select site icon. We're going to upload some files. Just go ahead and select. Now I'm uploading my logos. I'm going to go ahead and use this one and select. You're going to notice it's going to change right here. So pay attention. Let's go ahead and crop image. Notice it's changed. All right, that's good. Go ahead and publish that one. The next thing that we need to do is we need to change our logo. Few ways we can go about that. The first is we can just click on site title and logo control right here. And that's going to take us right here. We can change our logo. The next way that you can go about it is at any screen that you're on, you just go ahead and hover over this section. And you're going to notice that we have something down here, which is the header that we're editing. And we have something right here. So if we see the pencil right here and we click on this pencil, it's going to take us to the editing option for whatever it is that we just clicked on, which is at this stage the menu. So the pencil is to the left of the menu This is to the left of the logo, etc. Something I want you guys to notice is that we have three things right here, and this is all part of the header. 3 rows for the header, 1, 2, 3 rows, and they have 3 columns, 1, 2, 3 columns each. So each of these rows and columns create a section. They create a section that we can use to add content to our website, to add stuff to our header. Let's go back and notice we are at header. Click on header, and we're going to go to transparent header because that's what we have right here. And we're just going to go ahead and go to design. We can change some stuff, but that's not what we're going to focus on. Click on the main row right here. And let's go ahead and add stuff to our logo, to our header, sorry. So we have social. Social is a nice one to add. Just go ahead and grab it and put it in the middle row of the third row or the bottom row, and you see the social icons appear here. Not a good place to put them, but at least you see how the header works. We can also move the search icon and put it right beside our primary navigation. That's something that happens quite a lot. You can also add a button for a call to action, and let's just add that right here. All right. And another thing that we can do, I like to switch this around. So I'm going to put a search right here. All right, I'm going to put the button right here, and I'm going to grab my socials and I'm going to put them right beside the search. And that looks a lot more like it. Now we have our headers, and as you realize, guys, you can go ahead and add and remove elements. I believe if you're using the pro version of Kadence, you can add and remove more elements. That's perfectly fine. But anyway, what we're going to do next is that we're going to go ahead and fix this, because this is pretty ugly. It's too many words. It's kind of squeezing our menu into a pulp, and it's not beautiful by any stretch of the imagination. Matter of fact, I'm not even a fan of these colors, especially for construction and renovation. We're going to have to do something a little bit more vibrant and exciting, perhaps an orange, perhaps a red. Let's go ahead and work on that right away. We're going to click on logo, which is good. Click on the gear right here. This is our logo, this thing right here. Or we could just click on this right here. Take us to the same place. Go ahead and change logo. Because the logo there is white, I'm going to just keep the white logo for now. And skip cropping. That's good. The next thing that we have to realize is that our logo is extremely small. That's one. The second thing is that these words are not part of our logo. This is just a site title and the site, what do you call it? Tagline. So right now it says the logo layer should have the logo and the title. And we could have logo, title, and tagline, which is just absolutely crazy. What we're going to do is, and we can change how it appears, guys. That doesn't have to be the only layout pattern that it has. It's just that that's the default that's set in, but we're not going to use that. We're just going to go logo only because that is too crowded. It's nice to have because it, SEO, but that's going to be too crowded. Go ahead and publish these changes. After we've published these changes, we're going to go ahead and increase the logo max width. All right. Go ahead and increase it just a bit more. And we have a really nice logo. So perhaps 140 is going to be good. All right, that's good. Oh, I didn't realize that I'm not on screen. So what I want you guys to notice is that every time I upload something or download something, my camera goes off. So if you stop seeing me at some point, it's because I haven't realized that the camera is not showing me. Sorry about that. But anyway, this is good. Just go ahead and publish these changes. And that's it for the header, really. Now we can go ahead and do some changes in terms of the design. Like I said, we can just go back to header, transparent header, and we can do some design changes. We're not going to do too much right now. We're just going to leave it as is. It's the same thing with our icons. We can do some changes with the design, colors, and we can just use a bit of actually. And we can change the background color and all that. But we're not going to do that, guys, because we have a bit going on for us right now. We're, yeah. So we're not going to do that right now because we're going to look at colors and typographies and all of that in a few minutes. So let's for now just say that we've properly edited our header. So let's go ahead and publish these changes. It's not much right now, but it's going to come along, guys. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the website. And this is where we have our footer. A few things that we want to do is notice that we can just go back. All right, let's just click right here and it's going to take us to the footer. and move myself out of the way. It says here, guys, top row, middle row, and bottom row. And it's the same thing as the header. First thing I'm going to change is copyright. So let's go ahead and click right here. And it says copyright year, site title, and theme credit. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove theme credit. And I'm going to change it to powered by Zeilhan. And I'm going to add a link back to our actual website. And I think I'm going to make this available for download, guys. So you're going to have that. I'm going to make it bold, and that's good. Now, I don't like the underline because it's a link. So let's go ahead and go to design, link style, and no underline. All right, that's good. Go back to general, and we have everything here that we would like. That's good. We have some socials right here in the footer. We can click on those and we can add some more socials. Let's go ahead and add YouTube right here. We are on YouTube. Again, guys, go ahead and hit subscribe. Help us to 2,000 subscribers. And thank you for bringing us to 1,000. It was a wonderful day. All right, so we can go ahead and publish those changes. Now, in the middle row, as you notice, we don't have any elements in our middle row. And we're going to keep that as it is. What we're going to do is we're going to go to widget 1. All right. And we're going to say got it because you have me. Come on. And we have a few things going on here. Contact us, big old word, not at all attractive. But I'm going to keep it because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and add an image media library. I think the black one could work right here. I don't know. Could it? Yes. And we're going to bring that all the way to the top. And then for let's get in touch. All right. So it's right here. Notice that if we do this, it appears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the entire block actually. And now that's there. Click on our logo. You see these things right here? You can use this to change the size of the logo. All right, that's good. Lorem ipsum. So it's going to say Zeilhan Home Renovation Experts. So we're just going to say best home renovation experts in Los Angeles. All right. And click on this, and that's good. Headquarters, New York. I'm going to keep this as is. You can go ahead and change this information as you would like. That's going to be fine. And let me just go ahead and click right here. And this is the row structure, column structure that it's using. I think I would like to have something a little bit more equidistance, I guess. I'm good with that. All right, that's good. All right, now to edit these sections, so can click right here, text, and for our links, let's go to audits, just highlight and add a link right here. You can link to your audits page. Now we're going to learn how to create new pages in the next part of the tutorial. So big whoop, and we have company and so on. We have everything that we want here. Now right here, you can go ahead and just add icon list. Or what you could do is you could click right here, click, and you could duplicate. Need to move myself out of the way. Oh, so it's not links that I want. All right, it's actually fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. So copy, and then I'm going to delete. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click right here, and let's see if we can paste. Doesn't seem so. And see if I can paste. And we can paste. So I don't want to replace this block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create it by myself. We're going to grab a heading, important links, and the heading is going to be perhaps a H3. What are these? Come on, guys, we're getting there. And links. So so this is a text block, is it? So I'm not getting what I want, but it's going to take some time, guys. We're going to figure it out. Show more settings. It's arbitrary text. So I'm going to click on important links, and that's gone, and let's publish. One invalid setting, reload. I don't know what the hell, it might be a bug, which is just sad because I did all these changes and now I'm going to lose them. Sheesh. but I don't know what the error is. That's the problem. So I'm going to literally do everything again. And now you know why we charge 5 grand to do the work that we do. All right, anyway. And then click right here, use that, and save. All right, that's good so far. And then for here, we're just going to leave that as is. But what I'm thinking is that if we could just duplicate it, right? If we could duplicate it, like if I paste it, it replaces what's there. So I think what I can do is I can just go ahead, undo, click right here, duplicate this. So I'm going to have 2 of this now. And then I'm going to click on the second one and paste. And I think that will do it. Yeah. And then now we can go back here where the second one is. Don't want that. And I'm going to delete it. All right. And that's good. And we publish. All right, guys, we've talked a lot about color psychology. We're going to actually just take a look at that right now. Color psychology, some branding, fonts, and marketing your business via your website. Now, color psychology. The reason why color psychology is important is because we say that it's a psychological phenomenon, actually, where different colors emit different emotions. And as you're going to realize, different businesses and different brands want to emit different emotions in their customers, their clients, etc. And I know it sounds hard to believe, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it actually means and how it works. So let's go ahead and click on colors and fonts. We're going to click on colors. I'm not going to save this. I'm going to go ahead and just yeah, I'll let this stay. I think I'll just go ahead and let this palette stay as it is. Or well, I can just scroll through because I don't think I'm going to use this for the final design of the website. However, let's just go ahead and click on palette 2. And you're going to notice that the look and feel of the website is a lot different than what it was before. And that's how color psychology works. What we can do is we can go ahead and change to a different color palette. This is quite similar to what we have right now, so I don't think we've got enough change. Let's go ahead and use this orange. Different look and feel on the website at the moment. Let's go ahead and use this one. You're going to notice that there's a slight change, and you're going to notice it looks and feels different as well. I kind of like this one. Let's go with this blue. Very different. It's a bit heavy on the eyes right here though, but you're going to notice that with color psychology, as you change to different color palettes, you're going to have a different look and feel on the website, which is absolutely pretty amazing if you ask me. Because now you know that you can differentiate your business and get the right feeling that you want for your ideal client and customer. So we're going to learn a bit more about color psychology. Open up a new tab and type color psychology. So it says here that color psychology is the study of how colors influence human perception, behavior, and emotions, which is absolutely wonderful. And we can go ahead and click on images. And I like to use this picture right here. Oh wait, it looks like the picture is gone. No, it's there still. Here it is. Color emotion guide. You notice that for these different colors, it gives us a description of what type of emotion and feeling these colors tend to emit. And then it's associate these colors. Let me just reduce my screen. And then it associate these colors with different brands that we're familiar with. Now, green is peaceful, it's growth, it's health. You can say green companies, they're also earth conscious. So we have John Deere, we have Animal Planet, we have BP, which is weird. They're that oil company. I don't think they're earth conscious at all. Maybe they're trying to use color psychology to have us have a good view or feel of them, which is actually how marketing and branding can work at times, you know. Tropicana is Starbucks, which is interesting. Android, Whole Foods, Land Rover, outdoor is a truck, which is nice. We have Purple, which is royalty. It's creative, imaginative, and wise. Sci-fi is there. Yahoo, Hallmark, Taco Bell. And we have different ones. Now, notice that the reds, the oranges, and the yellows, they have a lot of food brands. Kellogg's, for example, Hooters, Fanta, Harley Davidson is actually orange, and that's friendly, cheerful, and confidence. Interesting. We have Subway, etc. So these are different colors. Now you might want to create your own color palette because I don't even like these here. Like these color palettes are right here. They aren't anything special if you ask me. They're not very eye popping. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to create our own color palette. And on coolers, we're going to explore training palettes. We could start the generator, but if we start the generator, it could cause seizure and epilepsy. I don't know who's watching, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go ahead and explore training palettes. I didn't see a purple palette here, so I'm going to use something a little bit purple just to see what we have going on. That's not going to work for construction, but definitely we'll definitely use some greens for our construction. But let's just go ahead and look for a purple palette. This is one right here. So with this, and just copy and paste. That actually looks better. So that's right here. You just click on the color and it's going to be copied, and you click and then it's going to paste. All right. So I think I should use a little bit of a lighter purple. All right. That's good. And all blacks, grays, and whites. Let's see if we can find like an extremely dark purple. That should be good. And and this is a purple color for our website. Now we might want to have an accent color, which wouldn't be bad. All right, so what we can do is we can grab an orange for our accent, and this can be our accent right here, right here. So orange can be our accent, yes. And that's not half bad actually. That's actually pretty cool, if you ask me. So that's how we can go ahead and do our palettes. As you notice that there are different palettes here. What you can do is you can grab a color from here for one part, you can grab a color from here, and you can mix and match to create your own color palette. Like I said, you can go ahead and create your own palette if you'd like, but that's something that I'll leave for you to do because I don't want to harm or hurt the viewers. Now, now that we've selected our colors and we understand how color psychology works, now this is not going to be the color that ultimately I go with, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it for now because as we change the pictures to those for home renovation, or if you're an electrician, you change for electrician, you add your own pictures, some stock pictures, and so on. You're gonna have a better feel of what you want to go with. Anyway, the next thing that you have to learn about is typographies. As you might realize, typography is also a part of your branding. What is branding? Branding is the voice and perception of your business. Branding is what people think about your business, what comes to their mind, what emotions they feel, what desires do they have, what products and services do they associate your business with? That is all a part of branding. It's literally your business being personalized and the perception that people have about your business as a person or as an identified organism or unit. That's how I like to think of branding. It's not the typography, it's not the logo, it's not the color. Those are nice to have. They help to support and build your brand. But ultimately, the brand is a lot more than just those. It's also a combination of those finer things like the logos, the color, the typography. Speaking of typographies, different fonts are going to influence the look and feel of your website. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go right here and choose a font. And you're going to notice that the look and feel of the website is going to change as we select different ones. So Libre Franklin, confirm change, of course. And you're going to notice that a change has taken place. This automatically feels like a different website. Let's go with let's go right here. Let's go with something else. Josephine Sands. Interesting. Let's see how that looks. Different. And we can try Playfair Display and Railway. That's nice. That's good. And Laura and Mayweather. So I know this font. This is actually a really nice font. And you notice the serif. So serif is this little tip that's on the fonts, right? So those are the things that you see right here. These are serif, and sans serif is without the tip. Let me just get a sans serif font. You need to on Roboto. You're going to notice that they don't have any tips. Just go ahead and do that. Notice we don't have any tips. So serif fonts, the ones with the tips and so on, those are great for like luxury brands, premium brands, and sans serif as they call them, without serif. Those are good for like modern brands. That's why you notice that most tech companies like the Apples, the Microsofts, the Googles, YouTubes, etc., they tend to be using sans serif fonts because sans serif fonts add a bit of modernity and recency to the feel of the business or the website or the marketing material that you're making. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just keep Roboto and work Roboto and Unito, I believe is what we have. I think I'm gonna use that just for now because what I want to do is I want to get to the next part of the tutorial because ultimately once we have the pictures for the actual website that represents our renovations or if you're doing it for electrical or plumbing or contractor, you're going to have a better feeling of which font you want to use. But not to spoil you, what you can do is you can go to Google and you can type let's say we're doing a renovation website as we are, best fonts for home renovation brands. And we're going to see sans serif fonts like Helvetica or Arial. Don't use Arial, guys. That's just a lame font to use. But you see Helvetica here. You see Bakersfield. You see Lotto. And what you can do, which is interesting, is after you've gone with, let's say you've gone with Nunito and Roboto, you can scroll down and you can change these fonts from inherit to something else, like Lato if you'd like. And if you click right here, you're going to notice that it's changed. But I'm just going to go with the inherit for now. And that's fine. So at least you know how to change your fonts. And actually, guys, have you noticed that Lato actually looks better? It actually looks a little bit better. Well, I'm going to go with inherit because I'm not going to too settle on my fonts or colors just yet. All right. And the thing I want you to notice, this is the Zeilhan logo. We have a purple logo. I'm going to show you it right away. All right, so this is a good way to show it. We have yellow, purple, and blue. These colors are our brand colors for Zeilhan. So when we're building a website for Zeilhan, these are the colors that we use. So your brand colors and your typography, because if you look right here, this is a typography as well. The brand colors and the typography tend to be also in your logo. And that's going to bring across uniformity, conformity, and consistency, which is a very professional way of branding your business. Now, we've looked at branding, we've looked at getting some marketing done, we've looked at the header, the footer, we looked at the logo, the site icon, we've looked at your colors, your fonts, typographies. Last thing I want to teach you in this section is I want to show you, let's say that you want to figure out which font a website is using. So we're going to go to one of the better websites around town. One of the better websites around town is Apple. Let's say we want to learn which font they're using. You're going to go ahead and click on font and this extension, and it's going to tell you this is SF Pro Text. And you can keep scrolling. Notice that they're only using one font on this entire website, guys. And that's the beauty of how you're going to do your fonts. Too many fonts are going to slow down your website. Too many different colors are going to make your website look very disorganized and amateur. So go ahead and use one font. What I want you guys to notice is that we also have an extension for figuring out which color. Just click right here and it's going to copy the color. Right? Or we can click again and we're going to get the color copied. So which two extensions are these? Well, for the font, you can use the What Font Chrome extension. You can use the What Font Chrome extension for the font. That is going to tell you which font is being used on a website. It works perhaps 99% of the time. All right, that's good. And you can install it. Once you've installed it, you can pin it to your taskbar. And not taskbar, but your bookmark bar, whatever it is. And you click on it. And then it's going to tell you, oh, it doesn't work on this page. Then it's going to tell you which font is being used on a website. Just visit any website and then you click on it, like we did on Apple's website. For the colors, you can use Colorzilla, the Colorzilla extension, and you go right here and you can just add it to Chrome. Very beautiful, very nice, and very wonderfully done. All right, guys. So the next thing that I want you guys to take a look at real quickly, we are going to go back to our website. I'm not going to save. Let's just dip for a bit. All right. And We're going to go to our site, and it says here, so this is a beautiful website. Not as beautiful as what you saw in the intro. We're going to go ahead and build that after this section, but it's still a wonderful website. Like, I do like what I see right here. So what I want you guys to notice is that this, even though it's beautiful, it doesn't represent our business. All right, so that's definitely me. He's a handsome man, but he's white and I'm black. So we're both handsome in different ways. People want to come to my website and see me because I'm the person they associate with the business. This is definitely not my address, not my phone number, perhaps not my logo, stuff like that. So what is it that you want to do at this stage? You want to edit your website, but while you're editing the website, it's not going to be done in a day most times, right? So you're going to put up what's called an under construction page, meaning that it's going to prevent people who aren't working on a website from seeing it. It's like when they're building a new building downtown. You can't actually see the building on the inside until it's ready, right? They don't just open it while construction is happening and the general public can come in and see what the shops look like and what they're putting with the new water fountain. You see what you can see from the outside, and that's about it until it's ready. Same thing here. And we're going to use a plugin to achieve that functionality. The plugin we're going to use is, we're just going to take the shortcut and go to plugins. All right. And we're going to add new plugin. By the way, this says this plugin needs to be updated. Always update your plugins, guys, plugins and themes, because when they're outdated, they can sometimes cause security risks. And if there's a plugin on your website that you're not using, and it's a security tip, by the way, if there's a plugin on your website that you're no longer using, deactivate it and delete it. Don't keep it on your website, because sometimes hackers and spam and malware and bad actors can pretty much use that to cause damage to your site. Also, if you see this icon right here, it means that there's an update available. You can also click on it right here, and it will take you to the list of updates. 2025 is available for update. Just go ahead and update themes. All right, beautiful. And you're going to keep doing that to keep your website up to date. Anyway, we're going to go back to plugins, add plugin, and we are going to type under construction. It's right here. Go ahead and install and activate. After that's done, just go ahead and go to settings. And what this is going to do for you is going to prevent people from seeing your website. So just go to design and it's construction. I think there's a nice construction theme. Oh, this one works. All right. So go ahead and activate this one. All right. And after it's activated, you're going to notice that you can still see the site when you go incognito, meaning that it's not yet fully set up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right here and going to turn it on. Once it's green, then it's working. All right, so that's good right now. All right, that's good. That's good. Oh, wait, it's green. So once we visit site in incognito, oh, wait, it's not working. All right, let me just go ahead and copy. We're going to open a guest tab. Oh, and it's still not on. All right, so let me see. Under construction, it's on. Let's see the preview. Oh, so now it works right here. So I'm going to go and reload it. And I'm thinking it's the cache. So go ahead and purge all cache if you have a caching plugin. And then now it should work. I think it's the cache that was the issue. All right, so the cache was the issue, guys. Go ahead and do that, and we're good. Now, here's what I want you guys to realize. For your website, guys, after you've done this, you're perhaps building it for a client, and you don't want the customers or clients to see the website just yet. What you perhaps want to do in this case is that you perhaps want to have your client take a look at the website. Two ways you can go about it. The first way is that you can just go ahead and deactivate it whenever you want them to see the website. So once it's off, you can send them the link, they can take a look, and they can give you feedback. But that's a little bit tedious, because now you perhaps are going to have to keep doing that over and over, and someone might sneak in and see it and all of that. The other thing that you can do is you can just go to users, all right? And you can add a user, and you can give them a name, an email, last name, website, password, etc. It doesn't have to be all of that. Just the username and password is required. And you can make them an editor. If you make them an administrator, it works right off the bat. But don't do that, because if you make them an administrator, they can pretty much delete your account from the website and you lose website. So don't do that. Instead, make them an editor. All right, create the account, add user. After you have done that, go to under construction. Go ahead and turn it back on. All right, because we do need this page, guys. Turn it back on. Go to settings. All right. After you've gone to settings, so you would have created the user as an editor. After you've created the gone to settings, and you've done that, go to access and click whitelisted user roles editor and go ahead and save changes. Send over the information to your client or your mom or your grandma, whoever wants to see the website. They will have access. They will log in. This is what they'll see in the dashboard. Not everything, because only admins see everything. But then they can go to visit site, and just like you, they will actually be able to view the website while under construction is activated. All right. So that's really good, guys. That's all right. So that's good and perfect. Now we're not going to start to edit the template just yet. What we're going to do is the last thing actually before we start editing the template is we're going to go back to dashboard, and on the dashboard actually we're going to go to on the dashboard we're going to plugins, add plugin, and we're going to start securing our website. The reason why we're going to secure our website now is because we've done a lot of work on our website, and we don't want to lose it. If we lose our website at this stage, it's possible that it's after weeks, perhaps even months of work. And you don't want to have something happen that you can't fix, or someone hack your website, or there's malware, or there's some nasty thing. Like, no. So go ahead and let's do some security. You're just going to go right here and type security. Going to install a few plugins. Solid Security is one of them. Really Simple Security is the next one. And Sucuri Security is the next one. So those three are the ones we're going to go with right away. While that is being installed, we are going to close right here, and we're going to go to UpdraftPlus. And we're going to install that right away. All right, so we have 4 security plugins installed. I think that's going to be all that we have. Let me just, yeah, so I think that's all we're going to need. So we don't need any more plugins. We can check, just go back to security. We have Sucuri, Really Simple, Solid Security. Those are all installed. And I currently have WP Server, but I installed that so I could do the tutorial in peace and have my website hacked. So I think that's it for now. Before you do this step, I want you to go to users and profile. Ensure that you have your login information. All right, so copy your username, copy your password. Set a new password if you don't remember your password. So copy your username and your password. And after you've done that, go ahead and save it, because you're going to want to, at some point during this process, you're going to be logged out and you're going to want to log back in. After you've done that, just go back to plugins, install plugins. All right. And for Really Simple Security, go ahead and activate. That's the first one we're going to activate. After you've activated, let's just go through the steps. So currently we're at Cloudways, guys, and I'm pretty sure you might be fond of that. You might also have some other host. You can just go ahead and select that host if they're here. Liquid Web is one that we've had really good times with. Let's see if Nexus is there. I don't think so. No, they're not. But yes, Liquid Web, Cloudways, those are companies. Nexus even that we like. Go ahead and activate SSL. You can include tips and tricks and the like. Go ahead and save and continue. Well, you can go ahead and enable all of these. I'm not going to add these plugins, but I'm pretty sure you could find them helpful. All right, guys. So I'm going to skip those. These are pro features, so we're just going to go ahead and finish, and that's good. And that's it for Really Simple Security. So I can go to settings, and this is good as it is, guys. Go ahead and save and continue, or just save. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to plugin, install plugins. We are going to activate Sucuri Security. After we've activated Sucuri Security, we're going to go to Sucuri Security, and we're going to go to settings, hardening, and we're going to apply hardening to everything here. If you apply hardening to the website firewall protection, that's not going to work out for you, mainly because the website firewall is a premium feature, so you're gonna need to have a premium license for that. Now, you can click right here, Sucuri, and it's going to take you to Sucuri's website. You can open a live chat and you can ask for Stephen Johnston. He's a Sucuri contact I've been working with for the past several years, well over 3 years, mind you. And Stephen is going to help you to get your website secure. Very cool guy, very chill. He's not a hard, so he's not going to press you to make any payments or anything. And he will help you make the right decision. Stephen Johnston, guys, just tell him that Jabez from Zeilhan, or you just show him this video and he'll understand. All right, take that away. Just going to go ahead and apply hard into everything else. We're going to do it for the secret keys updater last. All right. And apply hardening. And that's good. The next plugin that we're going to do is we're going to go to install plugins and solid security. We might be logged out. We don't know. Let's see. All right, that's good. And for solid security, we're going to go to settings and we can allow and continue, but I'm going to skip. This website is actually a brochure, a simple website to promote our business. You can scan your site. I recommend you scan it, but because I have WP Server Security already installed, that's not going to work. I'm going to skip the scan, but you go ahead and scan and enable. You can enable as well and continue for brute force and network brute force. You can require strong passwords and refuse compromised passwords. That's good. That's helpful. I'm not going to allow two-factor authentication because this is just a tutorial, but that is something that you can make use of. And continue. This is from my own website. Enable Security Check Pro. And go next. This is where we validate our IP. So I'm going to authorize my IP address, meaning that once I try to access the site from this IP, I'm not going to be subject to the security rules, which is good. And you can check your IP again just to ensure. And go next. You can activate two-factor, like I said. I won't. Keep firewall. I am going to enable schedule site scans, but actually I'm not going to do it because WP server isn't going to allow it, but you can go ahead and allow that. And utility is going to stay as it is. Go ahead and do next. Default user groups. Not going to change anything here. Just go ahead and not going to change anything here either. Go ahead and complete setup. And that's good. Go ahead and run over to the dashboard. And we have a wonderful dashboard where you can back up your website, which is what we're going to learn next. So you don't have to use that backup here. You can configure a firewall. Patchstack is pretty amazing. Wonderful website security tool. I've been using it on my client side for the past 6 years, from 2019. And they've never been hacked. So this is really wonderful. It always works. We're going to go back to plugins, install plugins. We're nearing the end of this section. Then we're going to just edit the template. We're going to activate UpdraftPlus. Then press here to start. What you're going to do is you're going to go to settings. I recommend that you do daily and you keep 28 of these for your website. And what that does for you is that if you have an issue on your website today or yesterday, you can go back to a day before or a week before and restore your changes and have that problem resolved. This is like your first line of defense against a hack or a malware or anything bad like that. But because this is a tutorial, I'm just going to go with manual. So you use daily 28, but I'm going to use manual, and 28 is fine. I'm only going to do it once. Select Google Drive. You can also use S3 or Dropbox or any one of these places that you are comfortable with. And just go ahead and save changes. After you save changes, you're going to be asked to sign into Google. Go ahead and do that. After you've done that, go ahead and complete setup. And after you've completed your setup, you can go ahead and back up now. And that's done. You can go ahead and close. Now, the thing I want you guys to notice is that you're going to have a list of backups here for different days and times. If at some point you want to restore a backup, you just click restore, select all of these, next, and then go to backup. So that's it. And you will restore a backup from a previous day, which could fix an error that you have today. So if you have an error today, you can back up yesterday's version, restore yesterday's version, and you're fine. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're just going to go ahead and learn how to edit this template. We're going to learn how to make this a template for a renovation home renovation business, a website for a home renovation business, right? And how to set up a website that's going to generate leads for your business. And that would be the end of the tutorial, really, because by that time you would have had everything that you need to do to launch this website. And it's going to be wonderful, guys. Something I want you guys to do is just check out the link below where we're going to be actually selling completed website templates, not just with dummy text, but actual real helpful text that's going to help you to start generating leads and sales for your business. And that's going to be very helpful for you. Let's go ahead and delete that. So it's not getting deleted, which is just odd. Well, anyway, that's good. And let's go. Dashboard. So I think it's a caching that's causing that issue, by the way, guys. Let's go ahead and purge all cache. And visit site. And there it is. So once we purge the cache, the thing actually goes away. All right, so let's go ahead and learn how to edit this page, guys. All right, guys. So we're on this page. And as we were saying, this doesn't look too much like a construction website. So we need to go ahead and renovate this website, for want of a better term. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get some work going in the renovation. So let's just go ahead and click edit page. And I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know how to make this template. Ooh, would you look at that? Hold on, guys. All right, so we're logged back in. Notice I've gone incognito. Go ahead and click edit page. All right, it says welcome to the editor. We don't need to be welcomed. And go ahead and close that. All right, so we have before us or in front of us, we have basically our web page as it appeared on the website. All right, and the thing that I want you guys to notice is how easy it is for you to make this into a beautiful website for your business, regardless of what type of business you have. All right, so here's what I'm going to do for you. We're just going to go ahead and click right here. It's going to open back this same page. But this version is what everyone is going to see once we turn off under construction. All right. And this version is what we see when we want to edit it. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this. We have this thing called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And it simply means that whatever you see right here on the editing page is what you're going to get on the show page or the public page or the page that normal people are going to see. All right. And the reason why this is important is because if you right click and you go to inspect, all right, you're going to notice that we have a lot of code right here. And this is not the entire code. This is just some of it. But this is basically, let me go to source and HTML. All right. So this is the HTML of this web page. You're going to have also link to some CSS. You're also going to have some JavaScript, some style sheets. And you're going to realize that this code that you see right here, this ugly thing that's giving us PTSD and all of this stuff, that's what this translates to. So all of this that we're looking at right here really is this. And that's a lot of code. This is what? Over almost 800 lines of code, and it's very complex to understand. So the reason why I point that out is because normally whenever you want to edit this website, you'd have to write something like this. But today we don't have to do that. Why? Because we have WYSIWYG. Now, WYSIWYG is saying to us that instead of writing all of this madness and having it be translated or converted or displayed or rendered or exported, whatever fancy term you want to use, to look like this, what I need to do is just go ahead and get rid of that. We don't want to do that. And we're going to go right here and we're going to we're going to highlight this and we're going to type instead of web design and digital marketing that grow your business, that's a very nice heading. We're going to say best home renovation team in Los Angeles. Now, this is what we have right here. All right. And we're just going to go ahead and save. After we've saved here, we can go ahead and view page. All right. So let's just right click and open a new tab. And best home renovation team in Los Angeles. We can go right here and we can reload. It's going to be the same thing. Best home renovation team in Los Angeles. All right, that's good. So we have the first header that is going to help us with what we have going on here. Now, the good thing about it is that we can now go ahead and do something else, because as you scroll through this, it doesn't look too much like home renovation now, does it? And that's in large part not only because of the headlines that we have, all right, but mainly because of the pictures. Nothing here, pictures are worth 1,000 words. Nothing here says to us that, hey, this is a home renovation website. All right, it says something else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and change this right away, because a guy looking at us in glasses with a computer in front of him isn't the type of image that comes to mind when we think of home renovation and construction. So we're gonna go ahead and change this picture. And I know we're moving a little bit quickly compared to other times, but you're gonna understand as we go ahead and edit this entire page, how to edit the entire website and any other website for Kadence afterwards, for that matter. All right, and so we need to change this picture. But before we change the picture, there's something I want you guys to realize. If you click right here on this text and on this button, you're going to notice over here something is changing. All right, so just go ahead and click, and you're going to notice some changes. And the way this works is that you're going to first need to have these widgets, but these widgets can't stand by themselves. They need what's called a container. Now, how do you get a container? You click right here on the plus, and you're going to have several different containers. You're going to have what's called a section. You could grab a section and drop it right there. Actually, I'm not going to put it right there because it's going to be harder to see. Let's put it somewhere here. Could grab a section and put it right there. And in this section, we can then add our widgets, which are gallery, for example. You can add a gallery, select some images. All right, let's just go ahead and do that with our gallery and insert the gallery. Notice that we have it here. We can also go with a headline. All right, a headline widget is here. All right. And we can also have a button or call to action under. So we're just going to type right here, a button or call to action. And these are all here. And the thing about it, guys, that I want you to understand is that everything that you see here on this web page right now and on the website by extension, because the website is just a collection of web pages, it's basically what is right here that we got from right here. Meaning that you can look at any web page after this tutorial or any website for that matter. And once you look at it, you can go ahead and pretty much remake that design. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. Once it is saved, we're going to go ahead and reload, and you're going to see it appear right here. All right. Now, this doesn't look very good, right? It's not beautiful. It's not attractive. And so we're going to have to learn how to style or format our widgets. And after we learn to style or format our widgets, we can be well on our way in editing the website. Let's go back here to our editing section. We're going to go ahead and click right here. And let's click right here because we want to remove the entire section. Let's click on the section. You're going to notice that we can press this button. All right. And once we press this button, the options appear and disappear. And from this option, we can edit any widget. Now, the section, which is what we have right here, as a set of options. All right. We can go to style, background. We can change the background color to black or gray or orange. All right. And we can go ahead and after we change the background color, we can have a background overlay, and we can use a gradient. And let's use black right here, and let's use purple right there, and let's increase the opacity to something else. And that's how you can go ahead and edit all the widgets. Now, that's just a section widget. If we go to the headline widget, we're going to notice that the headline widget now is black. We can change the color to white. That's going to look a little bit more standoutish right here. It's a lot like Microsoft Word at this stage, so we can go to advanced typography settings, and we can see a few things here. We can change. We can go to 500. We can inherit. Inherit means we use the default settings for the website, which is good branding practice. All right. We can change the font. All right. And we can go ahead and do a lot of different things. We can change the size. We can also press here to use a number and just increase the size as we'd like. We can change the background color if we also would like to do that, and so on and so forth. So we can just go ahead and do the widget thing where we format or edit or customize our widget. using this element right here. And the other thing is that because this is a text widget, you can change a lot like Elementor, not Elementor, you can change a lot like Microsoft Word, where you can change the font, you can change the weight, you can change the style, we can also go italic, you can change the letter spacing, all right? You can also do text shadow, text orientation. You can go back to general. Under general, you can change the alignment, you can change the max width, and everything in between. It's absolutely beautiful what you can do with this, guys. All right, so messing around like this isn't going to teach you too much about wonderful design, beautiful design. So what I want you guys to do is just to remember everything that we just discussed, and as we go forward, everything that we just discussed is going to be used in different contexts. I'll continue to explain. But as you see us build out this website wonderfully, well, this web page primarily, you're going to have a better understanding. And the thing that I want you guys to know, this is like a pro tip. I've been doing this for years. It's going to seem easy when I do it. When you try to do it, it's going to seem a little bit difficult. That's perfectly fine. You're not going to get it the first time. If you watch this tutorial and something isn't clear, that's good. Remember the things that are clear and you understand, and load up one more for other tutorials and go ahead and watch. As you're watching this in the future, we're going to have our Zeilhan templates available where you can go ahead and you can download free and premium sales ready and sales optimized website templates. And these sales optimized website templates are going to have a little bit more information and design and optimization for sales and leads than a regular template. So it's not going to be lorem ipsum, it's going to be actual text for a business, giving you an idea of what you need to do for yours. You can download some of those templates. You can go ahead and buy, support the channel. And you don't have to go through all of this work because everything that we're doing here and more is going to be done in those templates. You can go ahead and purchase, upload them to your server or your WordPress, and you have a ready website. You just need to change perhaps your business name, change the pictures, and you're good. And your contact information, of course. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and click back on the section right here. Click on section because we don't need a section, and we are going to delete it because, all right. Now let's get to the actual editing of the website, the beautiful part, the good part of life. So we need to change a picture in the background, like I was saying. Now, what I don't want you to do is this. Do not go to Google. All right, guys, do not go to Google and type home renovation. Just go ahead to images, sorry. And type home renovation, see these pictures and be like, ah, yes, I love this. And click on this one, all right? And save image and upload it to your website. Do not do that because it says something you need to pay attention to. Images may be subject to copyright. And you can learn more, but we don't want to learn more right now. The reason why I say is because all of these images right here, most of them tend to be protected by copyright, meaning that if you just download them and upload them to your website, there's a potential that you can't get sued. And you don't want to risk it, especially in a business, right? So there are two things you can do. The one that I don't recommend, you can do it, but I don't recommend it, but it still works. You can go to, is it tools? Is it? Yes. And you can go to usage rights, Creative Commons. When you go to usage rights, Creative Commons, you're going to have different pictures appear. So this one is licensable. So it might be subject to copyright, but it says license details. So you might be able to actually buy this. So non-commercial. So you can go ahead and use this under these conditions. You can't use them for commercial purposes. All right. So you can go ahead and use this picture on your website. That's the first way. So you have to read the licensing details. If you see this picture, it says licensable. All right. Go ahead and learn about the licensing details, and it will tell you. Some of them are free, some not so free, some free under some conditions. That's the first way. I don't recommend that way because it says a bit tedious. And as you're going to come to realize, these are not the most beautiful pictures that you'll have come across. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you some free websites you can go to actually get wonderful images for your website. These websites are going to give you images, vectors, icons. Some of them probably will give you fonts, Photoshop documents, videos, illustrations, all good stuff. Some of them free, some of them paid, but you'll know what you're getting. The first one is Pixabay. On Pixabay, you can get everything that you see here, even music, which is amazing. And you can just go ahead on all these websites. So I'm going to do it here, but you can do it on all the other websites I'm going to show you. Just go ahead and type home illustration. Remember home, not home illustration, home renovation. All right. And we're gonna have so these are paid sponsored images by iStock, so these are paid, but these are royalty free images, and this looks really nice. I like this. It's very simple, but it's nice. White picket fence and all. I kind of like that. So you can just go ahead and download images, but we're gonna get to downloading images a little bit later. For now, I just want to show you how to actually get the images so you can download. You can also go to Pexels. So Pexels.com is also another nice one. You can go here. So one that is popular, but I don't like it too much anymore, is Unsplash. The reason is because you have to upgrade to Unsplash Plus, and they don't have an archive of really beautiful pictures, to be honest, most times. So that's one. I don't recommend them that much, but you may find something beautiful. Let's just go ahead and search for that matter, see if there's something here that you might want to use. You might hear a buzz saw in the background. Sorry about that. That's construction happening close to me, which is fine for what we're doing here. That's a table saw, I think that's running, and it's done. All right, so we have some pictures here. It says Unsplash Plus. So, all right, this is free, but all of these images, they do look good, some of them, but a lot of them you have to pay for them. All right, then let's go to the next one. We can also go to Free Pick. On Free Pick, you can get a host of different things. So here we have home renovation. This is a beautiful picture, and it comes with usage rights. So that's the thing. So the license is free, but you have to attribute. It says attribution is required, and if you click on how to attribute, it's going to tell you how to actually attribute when you use these pictures. Now the thing about it, which is quite interesting, is that I tend not to use it because of that, but they do still produce wonderful pictures. So you can go ahead and learn how to attribute and use it. It's a really fascinating website, guys, because they have really high quality items. The license, so they've changed their design a bit. You can just go to free, and all these that appear here are going to be free. So many things you can get: templates, mockups, 3D models, fonts, icons, pictures, videos, Photoshop documents, vectors. Beautiful website, really. We're going to take a look at Icon Scout and free icons. Icon Finder. So here is Icon Scout. You can get all assets. You can get a lot of icons and illustrations and so on. This is where you're going to get your icons for your website, and you can also go to Icon Finder. All right, so here we have Icon Finder. This is good. This is good. And this is good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to grab one of these images. I think I'm going to grab one. No, I'm going to grab one from the free website. Let me just go to Pexels and type home. Oh, actually, I'm going to use one from here, and I'm going to attribute it properly. So home renovation. All right, let's look for something beautiful. If you guys see anything, you can go ahead and use that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. All right, now it says you're free to use. All right, that's good. But I need to attribute. How do I attribute? All right, so it says to attribute in a website designed by free pick on the final product or design for most of what you're doing for digital. But it says websites, blogs, ebooks, newsletters. Next to the asset downloaded from free pick link. All right, there are the alternatives in the footer of your website, blog, or newsletter. So you can do like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add it somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this picture first. Whenever you're downloading pictures, do not download this size. And on Pixabay, you can also choose the size that you download. Do not download the biggest size. The best one is somewhere between 1280 or 1920. All right, because anything else is either a bit too big, guys. So 1280 or 1920. We can go with the medium at 1500 here. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason why I do this is because the bigger the dimension of the image, the bigger size it's going to take up, and the bigger the size of the image is going to make your website a bit slower because you have to load all of that. Imagine you have a 4 megabyte picture or 10 megabyte picture from your iPhone on your website, and you have 12 of those on your website, and somebody on mobile tries to access your website. You're going to have to load like 100, well, not exactly 100, but like 20 megabytes of data just to load your web page. Not very good. So first thing is you're going to download pictures that are not as big. And the second thing that you're going to do is after you've downloaded your picture, you're going to go to Tiny JPG or Tiny PNG. On Tiny JPG, you're going to go ahead and compress your picture. So notice it's 500 kilobytes. we've gotten it down to 56 kilobytes, which is actually pretty good. We normally want to get our images somewhere between 150 to 250 kilobytes tops. So at 56 kilobytes, this is beautiful, and you're barely going to see the difference between them, guys. So let's go ahead and download. All right, after we've downloaded, then we can upload to our website. So let's go back to our website and put myself here. I can put myself there. You can click on this section. All right. And on this section, you can go to style. On style, you can edit the background image. All right. Upload your image that you just compressed. All right. I hope you saved yours with a wonderful name. We're at 55 kilobytes right now, which is really beautiful. And what I want you guys to know, it says attribution designed by FreePic. Let me see if the attribution link appears. Let me just copy attribution. So go ahead and copy. And after you copy, go back to the website. And in the caption, I'm going to add it right here, designed by FreePic. All right. Normally don't do this, but I'm going to do it just for now. And it says here we can just go premium, which is interesting. So for premium, it's $12 a month. And if you go annual, or $20 a month. So you can actually go premium, whatever. All right, then after you've uploaded the image, the work is not done. You can't just go ahead and say, all right, I've uploaded the image, go ahead and slap it on the website by saying select. Don't do that because your work is not yet done. And what you're about to learn is some marketing tips. And you're going to have to do this for every single image that you upload and video that you upload to your website. What we're doing now is called image SEO. And for image SEO, what you're going to do is you're going to use what's called a keyword. Now, a keyword, like we said earlier in the tutorial, is a search term, something that your ideal client would type into Google for your website to appear. You're going to go ahead and use a keyword for the alt text and the description, and you're going to use it for the title. Now, why? Whenever someone visits your website, they're going to see a few images, right? And images on your website means it's real estate to tell Google what your website is about. So the first way you do that is by labeling your image properly. This image could be anything. It could be man in blue shirt, man with blue hair, could be ladder, could be white wall, could be painting, it could be home renovation. Google does not know. So what you're going to do is you're going to label this home renovation Los Angeles, for example. Add a hyphen between each word, no space. And then you're going to use alt text because when someone with visually impaired, meaning that they can't see or they can't see well, comes to your website, believe it or not, they are actually going to have something read the website to them. That's how they access your website. But how does this screen reader, as they're called, tell someone what an image is? Because like we just said, it could be a whole lot of things based on what's there. Well, it's going to read the alt text. And even if you're not visually impaired, whenever you go to a website and it isn't loaded properly and the images aren't loaded, the alt text is going to be shown in place of the image. So you're going to use the alt text to tell the screen reader and the person who is visually impaired what the website is about. This is also another place where you're going to use your keywords. We're going to just say I'm the best home renovation team in Los Angeles. And we're going to highlight and copy. Normally we'd paste it in a caption, but we're going to use a caption just to give credit to FreePic, and then we're going to paste it in the description, and then we can go ahead and select. All right, that's good. Now, after we go ahead and select, something else that I want you guys to know, we're just going to go ahead and drag this down, drag it to the bottom, and that looks good, but the overlay, I don't like the purple, so I'm going to increase the top just a bit to about 120, and I'm going to increase the bottom. Actually, I think the top as it is best at about 150 and 150. All right, that's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the overlay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll to background overlay settings. Overlay color from purple to black. So that's a gray. What I want is a black. So go ahead and save this. I'm going to click on Kadence. I'm going to add a color. Click right, add a color. Click right here. Nope. And full black. I'm going to go to black. And that's good. And then I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to click on the row, go back there. Background overlay. I don't think black is going to be there. Nope, it's not. So let's go ahead and after we've saved, just go ahead and reload. And hopefully it's going to load the black that we just created in the Kadence custom colors. Right here, roll layout, go to style, background overlay, black. All right, there's our black. All right, that's good. And what we can do, we can use a gradient. And for this part of the gradient, we can use the black. And for this part of the gradient, we can use transparency. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now we can increase the opacity, and that would be good. Let me go ahead and save that, see how it looks here. Let's refresh. The best home renovation team in Los Angeles. Now, white on white is a little bit much, so we're going to change this from white to our. All right, so we've clicked the text. We're going to change the color from white to our actual, to our strong text color. Best home renovation team in Los Angeles. White buttons aren't working well on this background, but let's just take it one challenge at a time. Let's go ahead and reload. And I don't like this. So the image is fine, but I perhaps don't need to have an overlay. So let me just go ahead and go to the overlay. All right, so to remove the overlay, I can just go transparent. All right, guys, go ahead and save. Make it entirely transparent. Let's go ahead and refresh. All right, that's kind of okay. It's kind of okay as it is, I guess. And we can change this text to black, I suppose. Go ahead and save and reload. And there's something interesting I want to show you guys. So that's what we can do. Now, I don't like the black. It's a little bit too much on the eyes, the white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, I think there was something nice on Pixels or Pixabay. It was at Pixels. Home renovation is there. Let's see what comes up. Let me go right here and see what's there. All right, so this looks good. This also looks good. And this looks good as well. So we have a few pictures here that we can choose from. So I'm going to try to use this one. 1920, download. All right, after we download, we're going to drop that to tiny JPG. Compressing and download. We're going to go right here, roll layout, change our background, upload file. All right, upload file. Now you're going to have to do image SEO for this again. So get ready for that. I'm going to go ahead and select, and that's actually pretty good. I'm go ahead and save that. And here's the thing, guys. Now, you might not like what I have here. That's fine. You can go ahead and choose something for yourself. Let's go ahead and reload right here. All right, so there's that. Now we can go back to our overlay, and I'm going to use just... And instead of using black, I'm going to use one of our colors and change the text to white. And go back to the row layout, overlay, and save and see how this looks. So that's kind of okay. Don't like it too much. So I'm going to use one more image. And the reason why I'm doing this, you're going to see it in the end, guys. I know it seems like it's tedious at the moment, but trust me, something beautiful is about to happen. So we're going to go back, add Pixabay. I don't think it's Pixabay that I saw the picture, was it? There was a picture I wanted to use. All right, here we go. No, I've downloaded a few pictures, but what I want to say is that I know that for your project, you might have pictures ready from your actual work that you've done, unless you're going to be using stock pictures. But that's perfectly fine. You're going to see in a few moments what we're doing. So that's two more. I'm going to make do with what we have right now, perhaps this one as well. I'm not going to compress because being lazy. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to edit image. We're going to upload all those files. All right, let's go ahead and upload. All right, so now we have some images. So one is 197 and the next one about 197. So I think they were compressed when they were uploaded. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this one and let's just go ahead and use black and let's click right here and use white on our text and that's good. And go ahead and save and go ahead and reload. And after we've reloaded, how beautiful is that? So I told you that something was going to happen. Now, that's the first part of what was going to happen. The reason why I did this is because I want you guys to realize that the pictures are going to make and break your website. When I say the pictures are going to make and break your website, I mean that you need to get high quality pictures or the right pictures. So you might have to invest in some premium pictures. You might be able to find some good ones that are free. Whatever it needs to be done to get it done properly, go ahead and do that. As we scroll through this website, we're going to see some more regions, some more areas for actual pictures to go. Chief among them is this area. Oh, so I'm going to need some more pictures. I thought I only needed 6. So I'm going to grab about 3 or 4 more pictures so we can do right here. And we're going to quickly very quickly just go ahead and change all the pictures. Oh, so this is even carousel that's here. So we're gonna have, let's download about 5 to 10 more pictures, upload them, and then we're gonna change all the pictures on the website. That's gonna make our editing a lot faster. We can leave the logos for clients and everything like that. That's perfectly fine. All right then. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. I'm gonna keep at pixels. I found a few things here that I like. This is also nice. So it does take time to edit your website, guys, but it's a beautiful thing for me. I do love building website, guys. It's just one of those things that once I actually get into it and I'm invested in a project, like I have so much fun doing this. Like, I love doing this so much that I've done it for free for years before I could actually get clients because nobody would pay me, and I was confident in my abilities. So I'm not saying you should work for free, guys, but I'm just saying that I really love what I do. I thank you guys for watching as well. Just being able to share this with you means a lot. Means a lot that you guys are watching, and I hope to keep giving you wonderful content. All right, so we perhaps have enough right now. All right, perhaps have enough. I'm gonna go ahead and download this one. This is 246, about 10. All right, we're gonna upload these pictures, and then we're just gonna go ahead and get everything else done on the website photo wise. All right, so let's go ahead and upload these 3, 6, 9, about 10 pictures. Yeah, it's actually 10. It says it right here, 12, 10. All right, go ahead and close that. Now we're gonna have a carousel right here, and this carousel. So if you want to know what a widget is, you see and don't know exactly what it is, just click on it, guys. It doesn't bite, and it says there's a gallery, and this gallery has a carousel. Apparently, it has a slider, and I love, like, trust me, guys, it's so beautiful. Normally, you'd have to get a plugin for this, not with Kadence. All right, so this gallery has a slider, and you can change the type of slider you have. You can change the image ratio and everything like that. No worries. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead to style. General, we need to change the actual images in it. So I think we click right here. So go ahead and click on the gallery and edit add gallery images right here. And I'm going to go ahead and add to gallery. We uploaded all our pictures. So I think they have what? I think they have 4 pictures. So we can go ahead and decide, oh, I'm not on screen anymore, guys. Let me fix that. Like I was saying, guys, a lot of times whenever I upload pictures, I get taken off screen and I don't realize. All right, so I have 4 pictures here. Let's go ahead and add together. We're going to add 4 pictures. We could add that. We could add this. We could definitely add, no, we're not going to add that one just yet. And let's go with this. So we have 1, 2, and let's go with 4. So we have these, and delete these first 4. And all right, so let's just go ahead and do that, and update gallery. Just like that, our gallery is going to be updated. So we can change the speed. All right, that's good. And roll it out. We can make it like this if we like, or we can make it like this if we like. But this is what we have right now, and you can also do it like that. But we're gonna keep it as it is. Let's scroll all the way down. We're gonna keep this guy right here for now. I'm gonna change it in a bit, but not for now. We're gonna change these pictures right here. So let's go ahead and click. So interesting. So move myself out of the way, and this is also a gallery. I believe we can edit and add images at the gallery. There was 9 images, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9. Let's go ahead and remove all these pictures, and we're going to add to the gallery 9 pictures. Let's go ahead and add that one, add that one, add that one, add that one, add that one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Update. Now we have 1 too many. I'm going to delete that one and update gallery. And there we go. All right, guys. And this is beautiful. Let's go ahead and save. Last place I'm doing is I'm going to go right here. Ready to grow your business. We're going to change this to. Here's what we're going to do right here. How do we get text for our website using ChatGPT? So let's just go ahead and bring up ChatGPT real quick. All right, so that's Mr. ChatGPT, man. So what we're going to do is just going to tell ChatGPT about our business. Then after we tell ChatGPT our name, we're going to say what we do and who we do it for. That's what we do. And we're going to tell we're building a website. I need you to act as copywriter for our website copy that is geared towards generating leads for our business. And after we've done that, we're going to say, give us a header. So we're here. We're here, guys. We need a header. And we also need a support text and a call to action for the homepage. All right. So give us a header, a description, and a call to action or CTA for the end of the homepage to get website visitors to schedule a free consultation and become clients. And we're going to enter. It's going to give us the content, and you can do it for the entire website, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is header for the hero section. The hero section, guys, is this area here. So this is the here that is giving us content for. All right, so it says CTA end of home page. So it says, ready to upgrade your home? Yes, we are. So, and paste. Let's talk. And copy. And paste. And it's going to give us schedule my free consultation. So we're going to say schedule my free consultation. And that's good. Gonna go ahead. Sorry. That's good. We're going to go ahead and save. And we can go ahead and reload, but I don't like the way this section looks. I have a better idea. So we're going to go back to edit page. We're going to scroll all the way down, and we want this section, which is the row layout. And we're going to go to style, and the background is going to be an image. We're going to change the image in the background. So select image. And we want a really beautiful house. So let's go to We might find something in Unsplash for beautiful home. So this might be good. All right, so download, go back to our website, upload this picture. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and select. All right, that's good. So the text is barely legible. You can't really see it that well. So we can click right here and we can change the text to white, and we can change the text to white, and our call to action explains itself. Go to advanced, and the top, no, top is fine. All right, so what we're gonna do next is, guys, let's go to advanced. What we're gonna do next is we want to just, for this section right here, we're gonna go to style. We're gonna go to let's change the background just a bit, guys. All right, that's a little bit too heavy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the opacity just a bit. All right, and let's put the opacity. Oh, the opacity is already at 50. That's good. That's about what we want. And you're gonna need some margin and padding. So margin and padding, guys, we're gonna go ahead and explain margin and padding as it relates to your website right now. What is margin? What is padding? Now, as you notice right here, we have the outline for our website element, and website elements are going to have their own border, and at their border, it's not going to be the end of the element. So the text element here will have a border, right? So let's click on it. You're going to notice that once we hover, there's a border, and there's some space between the end of the border, the start of the border, and the start of R, and the common R and everything. So there's some space. The space within the border is going to be your padding, and the space outside of the border is going to be your margin. I'm going to bring up a picture on screen right here that's going to help you understand. Imagine that the margin and the padding as relates to your body. Your border would be your skin, right? And the padding is space between your skin and your bones, which would be the fat. And the margin, for the as it might sound, is going to be if you don't shower and you smell really bad, you're going to have a repelling effect on people or elements around you. So the more you smell or the more your margin, the more you're going to push people away from you. And that space outside of your board, that and outside of the padding as well, which could actually be your margin. So your margin is your smell, and your padding is your fat, and your border is the skin, and the element is the bone. Now you see an image on screen that kind of helps you understand that. Margin and padding can be complicated, but what I'd say to do is just go ahead and play around with it for a bit, and you'll get it in eventually. And if you try the padding and it's actually margin that you want, big whoop, nobody cares. So you can just go ahead and change the padding. All right, so we're going to use a bit of that right now. So we're going to go to advanced for the row section. We're going to go to padding. We need some bottom padding. So we're going to go ahead and, oh wait, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. All right, here we go. So we need some padding here. Go to the bottom, let's add 50. All right, and let's add 50 to the top as well. And to the right, we're going to go with 110 instead. And to the left, we're going to go with 110 instead. And I think 70 would be good. And maybe we don't need 50. Let's try 20. And let's try 20. And let's save. And this is, all right, so this is what we have right now for the website. And we've done some changes. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and reload. And let's see how our website feels different. All right. There we go. There we go. So not much has changed yet, but you see the change right here. So we're going to remove this text, this lorem ipsum near the first move thing. We don't need that. And we're going to do that. And yeah, so this looks good right here. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this text. We're going to keep the call to action. We're going to keep this header, and we're going to go to ChatGPT for content. So we're just going to go ahead and tell ChatGPT So go ahead and so we're going to tell you that we have a section with a header, a short description, a gallery of some of our previous work, and a CTA. Go ahead and give us copy content for this area, and we're going to run it. ChatGPT is going to give us some work. So we're going to say see the difference. Go back here, and so see the difference, and we can use all of this. If it's too long, you can go ahead and tell ChatGPT. Go ahead and paste that. So this is too long. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT it's going to give us a short description. We can use this one instead. All right. And the 35. This is going to be deleted. And the call to action is going to be schedule my free consultation. So we can use everything. For we can say like what you see, let's create something amazing together and then book your free consultation now. So I'm going to actually do that. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to grab an element and I'm going to see if there's an advanced header. Let's go ahead and grab the header, advanced. All right. And from the header advanced, we're going to copy this, like what you see. All right. And we're going to center this. We're going to change it to a H4. And we need a text. So we can just go ahead and drag and drop another text. We're not going to use a header. We're going to use a paragraph this time. The paragraph is going to say, do that. And this is also going to be center aligned and schedule my free consultation. All right. And schedule my free consultation. And that's good. Go ahead and save. Now we're just going to go ahead and change this text as well. We're going to keep the logos because we can say these are our clients. You're going to add your own logos or pictures of your clients. So we're just going to go ahead and change the text for clients. Then we have a section with clients and a short description. We're going to enter that. All right, guys. And this short description is too long, so we're going to say make the short description shorter. All right. Meanwhile, I'm just going to go ahead and paste this right here. Instead of saying clients, we're going to say build for families who value quality and comfort. And I'm going to say, so we're going to ask it to make the short description and it just rewrote a few words longer and geared towards building trust, confidence, and leading to a sale. And it's going to give us something. And that's good. And let's just paste that right there. So let's see, that's a H2. Change this to a H2. This text needs to be purple, and there we go. And we've got content for most of the website. Now these are just testimonials. Those are nice. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. So we can say our services are home renovation, tiling, plumbing, electrical work, whatever the case might be. Give us content for that. It's going to give us content, and etc. etc. We have our pictures. We've done a lot, guys. Matter of fact, let's see what ChatGPT gave us for the hero section of the header. So the hero section, like I said, is going to be this section right here that you see when you first land on the website. So this area that you first see when you land on the website is the hero section, and everything on screen is called above the fold. Above the fold is oh look, driving book for Jamaican license. So this is what it looks like. So you read this book, and it teaches you the road code and all of that. So above the fold in a newspaper, which is what you're seeing right here and where you get the term from, is whenever you buy the newspaper, normally it's folded, right? And because it's folded, they have to put something here, or on the cover of the book for that matter, that's going to sell the newspaper or sell the book. And above the fold is what most people are going to see on your website. So you have to put your best sales optimized message right there. That's going to identify and speak to the ideal client. That's going to get rid of the people who aren't your ideal client. It's above the fold because normally newspaper is folded. And then after you unfold it, you get the rest of the content. So above the fold is right here. And ChatGPT gave us some content for our above the fold, which is our hero section. It says to use transform your house into the home you've always dreamed of, and that's actually pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and see if that fits, and I'm going to change the size to about 70. I want it in 3 lines. All right, that's good. And it also gives us supporting text. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And it gave us, so let's say suggest 2 CTAs for the hero section. And it's going to give us 2 strong CTAs, get your free consultation. And these are both the same thing. So it says here, and this is why I love ChatGPT, it says you get your free consultation and you can start your innovation journey with expert advice. No pressure, just possibilities. All right, that's one. But the next one is pretty much the same thing. Let's talk about your home, book a free consultation. But then it suggests that it could actually give us one to emphasize limited availability or exclusivity for added urgency. So I'd say yes. But also give one for viewing our testimonials and previous work. So one is going to be for lead gen and one is going to be to view our work and so on. So one is book your free consultation now. One is going to be here from our happy clients. And I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go with explore our recent projects because that's going to be what most people want to see, not get a quote. So they're going to say view our portfolio. That's good. Explore recent projects. Say our recent projects. That's good enough. And I'm going to say free consultation. I'm going to use it, the entire thing. Okay, free consultation. All right, then. Let's go there. Go to style. So I'm going to advanced. Padding, 25. No. So yeah, I think that's it. So instead of say book free consultation, I'm going to say get free consultation. Because it's a little bit too long, guys. I'll just say free consultation. And I'm going to change this to background color to purple. I'm going to change the text to white. And when you hover, I'm going to change the background to orange and the text should be white. Yeah. So I'm going to change that color from purple to the actual darker purple that this is. All right, and save and reload. Now, this has gone on long enough, but now you know how to actually, sorry guys. So this has gone on long enough, but now you actually know how to get content for your website to get text, to get images. You can get videos in the same way. I mean, you're watching on YouTube, but go ahead and hit subscribe. By the way, you know how to organize your website. You know how to edit every part of your website. The next thing that we need to learn before we actually leave, because believe it or not, this website as it is actually optimized for getting you clients because of what ChatGPT is giving you for content and because of what we have been discussing in terms of the pictures and so on. So the next thing that you need to do is you need to do what's called website responsiveness. Now, website responsiveness doesn't mean that you talk to your website and it talks back. No, that would be cool. But what website responsiveness means is it's best explained with an example. So this yet again is our trusty smartphone. All right, nothing special, but this smartphone has a screen size of about 6.7 inches. All right, and I'm using in front of me right here that you're looking at where the smartphone is going towards. This is a 27-inch curved monitor. All right, so it's a curved monitor, not curved, but curved monitor, 27 inches. And you're perhaps watching this on a 15-inch laptop or on another 7-inch screen, iPhone or tablet or something. What responsiveness means is that whenever we review the website on different devices with different screen sizes, sorry about the notification, the website should look, feel, and work the same, right? So responsiveness means that the website works well on tablet, mobile, desktop, and now on smart TVs. So what we're going to do to make our website responsive is, and it's beautiful because unlike previous times where we have to write code and say when it's this size, do this, or when it's that size, do that, all we need to do is we just need to go back to our editing section. You're going to see at the laptop right here. Click on the laptop and click on mobile. And on the mobile, you're going to get a view or preview of what your website looks like on a mobile device. And we're going to go ahead and edit it. So I'm going to go ahead and move myself right here. I like seeing me, so I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger. Let's click on this right here, and I want to show you something. Notice that it says for font size, the mobile is highlighted, meaning that only the view for the mobile is going to be changed. What do I mean by that? Well, if I make this 95, and this is just an example, and I go back to the desktop version, you're going to notice that the size of the text did not change on the desktop. And it's not changed on the tablet either. You can go to tablet, it's not going to change. It's only changed on the mobile. So what we're going to do is just going to go ahead and use a smaller text. We can align center, and let's just go back to desktop. It's aligned, so the alignment changes. I don't like that. So it's going to go back to the mobile, and let's make it 3. All right, let's then go to text alignment. So we can change the text alignment here on the general, and that's going to be centered. And now on desktop, it's not going to be centered because we only changed it for the mobile here. And 4 lines is kind of all right. Let's add some line height. All right. We could try to fit everything on 3 lines. That's good. Let's click right here, go to general, and it's going to be center aligned. That's good. Let's click on the entire section, guys. So let's click right here and click on the entire section. And we want to go back to style. Set custom background overlay for mobile. Yes, we do. We're going to use a black overlay on mobile. All right, we're going to change the opacity. And that's good. So that's not going to affect the desktop because it's custom for only mobile. And everything here looks good as it is. We're not going to change anything. I don't like that it's so much scrolling though. So what we could perhaps do is we could click right here on the section, and we could go back to our style. Go to row layout and go to columns. Let's change this to 2 columns, I guess. No, that's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and undo because it added a new section. That's not what we want. Go back, and I'm going to change this back to 1. Go here and go to style. I think we're going to have to keep it as it is, guys. What I didn't like is that it was, I wanted to consider putting 2 on 1 line. but it might be a little bit too close. Right, that's the thing, guys. It might be a little bit too close, and I think that's all right, guys. Yeah, that's fine because it's probably going to be a little bit too close. So we're scrolling a bit, but that's fine. We can go ahead and make this text size medium, large. That's good. Make this medium. That's good. Go to make this large again. This is a little bit big, so we can go with extra large, and we can go with medium. We can go with medium. Let's go with small. Let's go with small. We want to have some margin at the top. Nope. So we don't need that margin at the top. No, we need it here is what we need it. Alright. And let's add some at the bottom as well, so it's not just there. All right, that's good. We have our gallery, and we can just go ahead and make all the changes like that. As you notice that we have some blank space right there, we can go to advanced, and we can just remove that space just a bit, and it's a little bit better now. For the padding, none on the right for the mobile, and can continue. This is good. This is good. This is a little bit too big. We can go ahead and do large. And that's how we're going to go ahead and change our font and everything for our, oh, that's definitely too big. And we need some line height as well. All right. That's good. And this is also too large. And we need some line height as well. And you can just copy styles and everything, but that's fine. And that's it, I think. Perhaps we're going to need to do it right here as well. Large and so on. Now, after we've done this for mobile, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go for tablet. And we're going to do the same thing for our tablet all over again. All right. Let's see if extra large is definitely too big. That's definitely large. This is weird. So let me just go ahead and delete that. I need 2. All right, that's good. I think that's going to change how it looks on the desktop as well. So let me see. It's fine. It's all right, guys. Let's go back to our tablet. And in much the same way, we are going to make our changes, guys. Much the same way. And I like what we have right here for the most part. This is a bit too big. All right, that's better. Or maybe even small. Yeah, let's go with medium for now. And that's good. It's good. See the difference. You can go with a large right here. You can go with a large. And we can just keep doing this for the entire website, guys, and everything is going to come together and we save. Now, that's beautiful. So with doing that, would have finished the home page. Now, that's just one of many pages. So we're going to have to leave. So let's just go right here and reload. See what we have going on for us right now. Notice this looks a lot better now. We can go ahead and scroll and we can take a look. You can ask ChatGPT for the best fonts and colors to use as well, which is just absolutely amazing. Everything looks good so far. I like what we have right here. Perhaps could change the color of the footer. That's fine. That's up to you. I think it would be good to change this to a black and then change this to the white logo and so on. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. So after you've done that, you need to then go to the contact page and do the same edits on the contact page. Not much edits needed. Perhaps change the text, some addresses and opening hours and the like, and change a picture or two. Contact page will be done. You're going to do the same for your about section as well. And we're going to have to change the text on the logo. Now, here's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a page, but we're going to have to link you to a tutorial in the footer of, well, in the description of this video. That's going to teach you how to do lead generation on your website. So I could teach you lead generation, but what I plan to do, and I'm just going to be honest about this, I'm going to start creating lead generated optimized templates for you guys, and you can go ahead and buy those templates, or you can get them for free, and everything will be there for you. We don't have to do that work. They will be they also will be optimized. Everything we've done so far is going to be done on those templates, and you can buy them. After you buy them, you just change a business name, change your pictures, perhaps change a word or two here or there, and you can have a sales ready, sales optimized lead generating website. So instead of using Kadence or Blocksy, we're going to use our own website templates, and that's going to make you have better results a lot faster. So we're not going to really go through lead generation. Again, we've already made a tutorial on how to do lead generation. It's going to be linked in the description. But for how to create a page, you're going to go to new, and you can just go to new page, or you can go to your dashboard. Myself out of the way, getting a little bit smaller. We're going to close everything to the right. All right. Going to close that. You can go to pages, add page. On the add page, we're going to call this get free consultation. And we're going to publish, and we're going to publish. After publish, we're going to copy this link. All right. A few things we're going to do. We can go ahead and start editing. So we can just go ahead and go right here, and can go to patterns or media. Let's go to patterns, headers, and we can go to blocks. Section. Okay, Kadence design library. We need a hero. Let me just go ahead and delete this. Kadence design library. We need a hero. Can grab this one. All right, so that's premium, is it? All right, let's go ahead and use this one, and that would be the hero. And we can go back to the design library. We can have some testimonials for sure. Add this, add the testimonials. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I know we've been at this for a while, but we're getting there. We can grab a section, and in this section, we can go to forms. There must be some form installed on the website. So we can just grab a form and put it right there. We don't have any forms. I'm not going to create a form, am I? Yeah, so let's just put a regular contact form right there. Let me go back to the layout. Contact with options. All right. And I'm going to create that form. We're going to assume that this is a scheduled consultation form. And ChatGPT will give us content. And we can go ahead and save. And we can view page. Now, wait. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this because just a small part of it needs a little bit more work, guys. Just a little bit more work. So just follow with me. We're here to edit again. So just click. All right. Go ahead and open this section. That's not what we want. All right, let's do that. Remember to click right there. And layout. Let's go to style. Okay, I guess that's fine. So yeah, that's fine, I guess. And for this section, that's the header. So I think that's just the page options. Yeah, that's a page option. We don't need that. So let's go to. So we don't need a header. So disable header. I think that's it. No, not disable header. Page title is what we don't want. So we're gonna disable. All right, and enable transparent header. And we're gonna save. And now let's see how this looks. That's kind of what we wanted. It's kind of, but that's fine. We're not focused on that too much right now because we can change this by just creating the hero and all of that. What I wanted to do was to show you how to add this to your here to your menu. So you can go right here and add to menu, or you can go to dashboard and then go to appearance menus. On your primary menu, you're just gonna go ahead and click right here, add to menu, and it's gonna be right there. Let me just go ahead and open in another site, another page, so you get free consultation. But we can also make it drop down a sub menus. So it's going to be now under right here. I need to do is just put it under that. And we're going to change this from button to get consultation. So we're going to go to main appearance and customize. We're going to edit our header. Delete, edit our header, edit the button, get a consultation. And we're going to paste the URL to the consultation page. And I'm going to publish. And that's that. That is going to be that, guys. And I think it would be better to change this to orange first. So I'm going to go back to the home page, visit site. I'm going to edit page to make it uniform, guys, is what it is. So I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm going to click on that, go to style, change it to orange. And then for the hover, we're going to change it to purple. Save. After saving, we're going to view page. Now we have the same color button, all right? And once it's highlighted, it's going to have the same look. All right, guys. So that's pretty nice. All right, that is good. So that's it for this tutorial at this moment. Once you're done, you can just go ahead and turn off under construction and your website is live. Some things that we suggest that you watch next. You can watch a tutorial on how to make your website faster. We have a complete tutorial on caching. It's going to be linked in the description. We also have one, like we said, on how to get leads from your website. We're going to have one for Google Sidekick and Google Analytics. You go ahead and watch that one. And we're also going to have one for Rank Math. Go ahead and watch that. The image optimization for lazy load and making your website faster is also going to be in the how to make your website faster tutorial. And we're going to have other tutorials linked on how to build websites below. And when the template website is live, you can just go ahead, purchase a template like this for free. I think we're going to make this available for download for free. So you can just go ahead and get this complete thing that we've done for free in a link in the description below. And if you don't want to do all the work, you can go ahead sorry, you can go ahead and hire our team. We charge a fee for consultations and strategy sessions, but if you work with us, we tend to take that out of the project fee and everything in between. So let us just go ahead, get some work done, and build an amazing website that's going to get you clients and leads for your business. All right, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and let's get going. Cheers.